Hello, welcome to MooMooMath. In this video, I'd like to show how to memorize numbers and dates. I've always struggled with remembering dates, like birthdays and holidays. My wife can remember dates and numbers. She teaches math, and she says it just comes naturally. It doesn't for me. So I did a little research and found that people who memorize cards use pictures. I like this method and gave it a go. Step 1 is to come up with markers or pictures for each number. Remember, I'm not a memory expert. If you want a system for coming up with pictures for numbers, I recommend Ron White. I'll leave a link to his video below. He has pictures for 1,000 numbers. What I did was I just looked at the shape of the number and came up with an object that I thought that looked like the number. I also created 10 pictures instead of 1,000, but it works for me. The key is that you convert the numbers into a picture. Here are my numbers in the pictures I associate with them. 1 is a tower, 2 is a slide, kind of looks like a slide, 3 is a camel, the 2 humps look like a 3, 4 is a slingshot, 5 a chair, 6 a 6-shooter, 7 a golf club, 8 a figure-8 racetrack, 9 a basketball goal, and 10 a person singing. Again, I use the shape of the number as a cue for my picture. Ron White has a better system, but again, I'm converting the numbers into a picture so that my brain can remember the number. I will now work a couple examples to show you how I create a picture from each number. My wife's birthday is 5/11/64. Her name is Donna, and her name has 5 letters. So this is how I remember the 5. Next, she is looking at a tower with a hat on her head. The hat is a square, which tells me the number is doubled, so it is an 11. Finally, she sees people shoot at the tower, one with a 6-shooter and another with a slingshot, so that tells me it is 6 and 4. Secondly, my son Adam's birthday is 9/22/99. So here's my picture. I first remember that the middle is outlined with 9s. In the middle, I see him go down a slide, again with a square on his head, which equals 22. Finally, my anniversary is 1/23/88. It is my first marriage and only marriage, which prompts me to count 1, 2, 3, and I'm watching a race with a square on my head, which makes the 88. I'll show a couple more examples coming right up. Okay, pressure is on, and I'm sad to admit, but I do not have all these people's birthdays memorized. I have to ask my wife. So I have 9 people here, and I'll quickly go through and show you how I can now remember their dates. Donna is 5/11/64 because these 2 people are shooting a 6-shooter and also the slingshot. Adam, we have 2 9s, and then he's going down a slide with a hat on his head. And then Drew, he's born on Valentine's. I could always remember that. And he's shooting a basket sitting in a chair. And Granddad is sitting on a camel, and he goes down a slide with a hat square on his head, and then he gets back on the camel but goes on the slide again. That's the one I have the hardest time remembering. Then Katie is our 7s, and then she needs some more excitement in her life, so she's going down a slide. My brother Todd, the way I remember Todd is that it's 2 times 3 is equal to 6. This one's a little bit different, but again, it's kind of a picture. And then his wife Kristen, I know it's 1 day less, and his life would be less without her, so it is 2/2/66. And then my sister, who loves to travel, she is over looking at a tower, and then she's riding a camel singing, and she finally gets tired and sits down to watch a race. And then finally my anniversary. It's my first marriage, which prompts 1, 2, 3, and I'm watching a race. And that's when I was married. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and check our work. And I placed the correct dates underneath, and I'll place them beside each other so we can see that. Barely fits on here. Okay, and as you can tell, we got Donna, Adam, Drew, Granddad, Katie. Okay, looks like I made a 100. Anyway, I find this helpful. It takes a little bit of work setting it up, but if you struggle like me remembering numbers, or if you would just like to improve with that, it works pretty well. Key is you just convert the numbers into a picture. The crazier the picture, the easier it is to remember. Could be used for remembering birth dates, anniversaries, dates, if you need to remember a credit card number. Anyway, give it a go. If you're like me, I struggle with remembering numbers, and this has helped. Lots of application. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share if you enjoy. Thank you.